All right, good afternoon. Ha ha ha, I did it right this time. Hopefully, oh, you can't hear me. Maybe you could, but anyway, my mic wasn't plugged in. So, good evening, afternoon. Damn it, I did it right the first time. It's when you have to mess with the things and I can't see because my glasses are dirty. What a day. What a week. Oh, wow. Yeah, so anyway, we're here. We're something, who knows. But anyways, we have some peeks and sneaks today of things that are upcoming. I can't give everything away, but I can show you some of the little snippets of what might be going on in the studio. So hopefully you find that exciting. And hopefully this time works or you can catch it later when it works for you. The streams are always recorded. They are available on Facebook until Facebook deletes them, and then they're available on YouTube. So let me just make sure it's using the right. Hopefully that made sense. So yeah. Anyway, the streams are always available on Facebook. They're recorded. They eventually delete them, and then they're available on YouTube as well. So you can always catch them later, scrub through the stream, play it at 2.5 speed, and I can sound like a Canadian chipmunk, which is fun. And hopefully it's only streaming to, what the heck? Hold on. Hold the phone. There we go. All right. Well, now we're live on Facebook because Facebook decided to boot the stream. So anyway, hello. My goodness. If it wasn't for like things going sideways in all sorts of ways, there would not have been a week, I guess. So yeah. There was a point where I wasn't even sure I was necessarily going to do a stream, but we're doing a stream. We need the upliftingness, and the peaks are always fun. So I'm going to do some peaks, and hopefully that works. Live doesn't. Yeah. So thank you, Drea. So what happened is YouTube decided it was like, I'm going to do the thing. And Facebook decided to just not go live at all. So thank you for letting me know. I did spy it just before you guys came on. And hello, Krista. Hello, Drea. My goodness. Yes. Deep breaths. We'll make it. Had a few things that I had to do this morning, so it ended up pushing the stream, and I was stuck in all sorts of traffic trying to get back here. Chaos. So it ended up being even later, which means we have a hard deadline because the studio member hangout is starting at 1:00, which is in 20 minutes. So that means I get to talk at 2.5 speed right now to get to where we need to go, and then show you all the cool stuff, and then run away to hang out with people and do art stuff. Goodness. Hi, Momo. How's it going? Oh, my favorite show has started. Love your live stream. Thank you. I was debating if I was going to do one, and today kind of got crazy, but I wanted to make sure that I was here for you guys because we all need to pick me up, including me. So it's a thing. Brenda, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, there's all sorts of crazy stuff going on. I did get stickers. Did I bring them down? Goodness gracious. I get mail, and then I forget my mail. Maybe I don't have them. No. Oh, they're there. We're good. So I got my Paint Pony Studios stickers in. This is Gunner, a Blue Roan Splash Icelandic horse. very like blue and purple, which is really, really cool. So that was my mail for the week. Do I have anything else that's coming? More stickers? I did do some work on this guy. You guys saw me post a picture or the video of the updated face. So the eye didn't have gloss on it yet. It still doesn't, but I'm really liking how all the tones worked out and how his coat just has this cool life to it that when you mix weird colors, sometimes you get really cool results. And I'm very grateful for you guys suggesting this color because it wouldn't be one that I would normally have picked. So he should be available when I do my September sale, which will be coming up probably the last weekend of September. And I need to put more red tones in his mane. He does have some of the shading and highlighting in the feathers. The hooves are just kind of on there for now. They need their detailing, but I'm quite smitten with this little guy. And like I said, I would have never picked the color myself if it wasn't for you guys. So it's super cool. I'm going to have to do that again. I'll pick another body after this guy's done, and we will see what you guys come up with because this is kind of fun. It pushes me out of my comfort zone, which I need every once in a while. We have Andrea switching to Facebook. Okay, good. Sorry. Yes, I'm sorry to cause all the chaos this morning. It's already been a chaotic week. We don't need that. Libby. Hello, Libby. Welcome to the stream. Marty. Hello. Finally get to join since like forever. Yeah, so me switching up the times isn't necessarily a bad thing. I know some people do church in the morning. Some people have busy Sunday mornings, Sunday afternoons. They're in different time zones. So I do try and switch it up here and there. This one was a little less intentional than usual, but it's all good. Yeah, it's been crazy. I still need to go out and pull all the weeds from my lawn. I don't even know how it happened, but there's 5,000 little thistle plants and you pull them up and they come right back. So it's like a never-ending battle. It took me 2 days last time to pull the thistles up. It's crazy. Yeah, I think he's looking really good too. Thank you, Andrea. It's fun to get back to the painting and customizing things. So I have had a little bit of time to get some new sculptures done and play with some stuff. I put some more paint on this one. This is an aura that is already spoken for. It has a home, going to a good friend. And it's in a really cool dapple gray, which is a nice contrast to where this one's not on a stick. The flea bitten gray that I did. This one will be available in the September sale. You guys get paint work by me finally. Oh my goodness, it's been forever, it feels like. So really, really cool. You can see all the I like my flea bits to be a little bit more subtle, if that makes sense. And I have a very soft spot for flea bits because when I was riding and doing lessons, most of my lesson horses were flea bit gray. And I have a soft spot. So yeah, super fun. So that'll be my artist proof number 1. Artist proof number 2. This one is spoken for though. So this one is the one if you guys are wanting one of those. Or if you want an unpainted one, there's still a couple left in the edition up on the website. But I'm really it's so cool to see how color changes the sculpture. You can make it look younger or older or give it a totally different feel. And I love that they're on steeks. It's a medallion on a steek. Technically, it's on a sanding board, so I could file my nails at the same time if I wanted to. But I don't like these particular sanding sticks, so I needed something to do with them, and this worked really well. And it actually makes them really grippy for your hands in gloves otherwise, and they just have double-sided tape on the back, so kind of cool. But the reference photo for that one, let's see if I can pull it up. Image. Probably on... This is what happens when I try and do stuff. My brain's like, squirrel? Oh, there it is. Sweet. So that'll be the reference image for it. So, you maybe can't see it yet. It has the shaved face around the eyes, and then you can see how the dapples need to get quite a bit darker and some of the lighter areas need to get quite a bit lighter. So I'm going to go in, now that this was originally airbrushed, pastels over top of it, because I just really like pastels. And then I'm going to go in with some pencils. Luminance and Prismacolor are kind of my favorite for models. I have Polychromos the oiliness doesn't really seem to work very well for what I'm doing with them. But the Prismacolors seem to work really well, which is interesting because they're wax-based. And then luminants, I don't know if they are wax or oil-based, but they seem to work really well too. So good for dapples and detailing and hair detailing and hooves, things like that. So I'll go in and do kind of the whites with the luminants and Prismacolor pencils, and then I'll go in and do more dappling. I kind of like it's the ADHD thing. My brain likes the playing with all the different mediums. There was a part of me that's like, I should throw oils in there too, because I saw somebody actually doing dapples, only their dapples in oils, which is kind of a neat technique too. But I'm going to play with the pencils because then I can play with the hair by hair stuff. So that's fun. What else can I show you? You guys have seen the anniversary medallion that's going out this round to all of the anniversary peoples, which is exciting. So I think it'll be fun. Maybe I'll get a chance to paint up a sample for you guys, but that's the anniversary boy with his little peeky hole through his leg, which is super cool. And you can also hang him like that to paint him if you wanted to, or just put one of those plate clips on him. It would work really well. And then what else do I have going on? So I can show you some peeks. Just check the chat first. Marty, I've neglected my yard as well. My little garden is so overgrown. Yeah, I've neglected my duties in the garden. I was all gung-ho last year. It was a hyperfixation. I was doing all the hydroponic stuff and getting really excited. And this year it's kind of just been whatever survives, survives. We're hopefully going to get some rain today, which means I don't have to water the garden, but I've got like chaos squash. I don't even know what kind of squash it is. There's a whole bunch of them all over the place. I had a zucchini that cross-pollinated with one apparently, so it was hard on the outside, and that was interesting. So it was more squash, like hard squash, than it was zucchini. And it's chaos. I thought we killed our cherry tree that we planted this year and it came back. And then I thought I did kill the elderberry. I thought it was dead. And then it just put up a little like green leaf. It was like, no, don't throw me out. So I'm like, okay, we got you. No idea if I have purple sweet potatoes, but the plant is alive. So I will keep you guys updated. I do have purple dahlias. They are Thomas Edison's and they're gorgeous. It's a really nice purple color. So yeah, super fun. Anyway, I can show you some peeky peeks. So this guy is the venti size pony that I showed the little snippet of the mane. So you can kind of see if it focuses. There we go. How cute that little rolled braid is. So the bigger, chonkier draft breeds, because I haven't 100% given it away, but I'm pretty sure the pictures give it away, and there's only so much you can do. The bigger, chunkier drafty breeds tend to get their manes rolled up in like a running braid type thing with raffia or yarn, and it's just super cool. And I love doing braids. It's so fun because you can kind of lay out the plan for them, and then you start making them 3D, and it's from the sketch to the braid. It does things to my brain that I like. So yeah, that's a peeky peek, which is kind of fun. You can see his little eyeball, his little eyelash. And that's the venti-sized one that I'll show more pictures of soon. He's getting very, very close. I've had to break his legs. I hope that doesn't give me a YouTube strike. Or Facebook for that matter. I've had to break his legs. I don't even know how many times to get them to work, because sometimes they look good when they're in the armature stage and then they don't look good and it doesn't work, or something's a little bit off. So front and back legs, I accidentally broke a front leg because I was dremeling it all down and it got too thin and I put too much pressure on it trying to hold this chonky mountain of goo, and snap goes the leg. So thank you, Momo. Momo, I was wondering, have you ever tried plastilina? I brought a pound of it and can find. So I can smooth. We use plastilina for our mold bases. not for sculpting itself, but you can use it for sculpting. It's a little soft for my personal tastes. I like things that are hard with high wax contents. But you can sculpt with it, and you could technically build a base off of it and then potentially waste mold it into resin, and then do your details in epoxy or something like that. Or you can flip a can of air upside down, and then it sprays the propellant, and the propellant will freeze the clay. I use that quite frequently, or you can put it in the fridge. Don't put your finger in the way of the propellant. It's very cold, but it will flash freeze clay. So if you're finding your clay's too soft, that works a lot of times just to harden it up so you can kind of get better details in there. It definitely is worth trying out. People have used it. I just find it a little bit too soft for my personal tastes. And like I said, we use it for molds. So when we're putting, say, a horse into to clay it up, that's what we use to do that. And then isopropyl myricate, which is the smoothing agent that they recommend for monster clay, is something that works reasonably well for it. Because it's so soft, it can sometimes get aggressive. You could try mineral spirits. It doesn't particularly like isopropyl alcohol, but you can also try that. And then what else? Goo is super aggressive and sometimes leaves residue in the clay. So I'd stay away from something like that. But hopefully that helps a little bit. It's good at least to get concepts, and mocking things up is great in something that's non-hardening. If you want to not 100% commit to, say, a braid or placements of things, that's really, really good for that sort of thing. Katie, hello, Katie. Marty says, so cute, love the chunkies. Katie's laughing. Why are you laughing at me? Oh, goodness, what a week. Yeah, so there's a peek of that. I can show you the peek of the stablemate thing, because this isn't going to give anything away. Bum, bada, bum. It has a base, which is actually, I tried a new technique, and I really, really, really like how the texture worked out. So a lot of times you can buy from the store. It's a little heart. And I showed it to a friend and they said it looks like, which I can't unsee. If you guys can guess it before I put it up. I want to share my screen because that's the easier way to do it. This is what a friend said it looked like. Because I was like, look at the thing I made. Ta-da! Kinda. Same color almost. With little eyeballs. Now I can't unsee that. So that's funny. A gossamer stand. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, it has a base. Which actually did start as a heart. And then I elongated it to make it more fancy. The texture on the top is interesting because you can play with different modeling compounds. You can use modeling paste and mix sand in. You could buy the hobby style ones that already come with fillers in it that do things. This is actually, I don't think anybody would be able to necessarily guess, but it is a glass bead gel from Golden with the fine pumice paste kind of on top. So I did the glass bead gel first, and the glass bead gel, actually, I can show you. Ooh, the snap. That's always good. That's what the glass bead gel looks like. So if you get really, really close, you can actually see it glisten. It looks like bubbles, which makes my brain endlessly happy. And then once you have all the bubbles, so the classic and the stablemate have the same base. Aww, they cuddle. I didn't even know that. And then I put the fine pumice gel over top, so you can see how it takes it and kind of just is the perfect mix to make it really nice and realistic for dirt or mud, or it just, because the glass bead gel's too perfectly smooth and bubbly, but that fine pumice gel just takes that edge off and makes it really cool. Looks like fresh snow and ice. I know, I want to like lick it or something. It looks like a snow cone. So yeah. So I had to break his legs. Oh, there we go. Yeah, several times. I keep calling the ponies that break their legs pirates. So the little venti guy is a pirate. The big guy is a pirate because he kept breaking his legs off too. There's lots of pirates around here these days. So yeah, it makes me really, really happy because it's so shiny. So shiny. You could put like holographic on top of that and I would never stop staring at it. It does look like snow. I really want to do a couple of fantasy customs and play with more of the elemental stuff at some point, hopefully soon here. So that'll be kind of nice. Oh no. What did I do? There it is. Good boy. Oh, he's chasing a sky raisin. Look. Nasho, say hi. Say hello. He's a good boy. He is having a fun time. He just had a bone, so living his best life. Hey, no shoving. That's rude. Hey, no shoving. That's rude. I did a fun little thing that I will show you on the way out because it is quite cute. But I have a medallion club sneaky peeky to show you guys before we get too off the beaten path. Kitty says, Nash! He's like, I am on a mission to chase a sky raisin, so he's doing his thing. Let me find that other peeky for you guys. It is hiding. Sorry, I was hoping to have time to get things ready to go before I came down, but I had to put some groceries and stuff away, so let me look. It is hiding in this foil over here. There we go. All right. So I showed you guys the sticker for this month. It is almost done. I do need to get that finished and order it. It is adorable. Little fluffy baby donkey. So that's what's going to be going out to everybody at the end of the month. And if you wanted no spoiler for the Medallion Club, then close your eyeballs for now, I guess. It's a fairly big spoiler in a way because I'm going to show you guys the eyeball, and I really, really, really like the feeling that this one ended up capturing. So it's a little on the fantastical, spooky type side without getting too crazy. And let's see here. So look away if you don't want a spoiler. Da, 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 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's so small. Okay, well, that works. This is the eye of the new Medallion Club medallion. And I won't reveal very much more about it. I tried to keep it in the realm of you could take it realistic if you wanted to, or you could take it more fantastical. I could have gone full tilt, but I wanted it to have a little bit of flexibility. And hopefully I'll be able to get you guys a quick artist's proof sample done so you can see kind of where my brain was going with it. So I'll leave that peek at that. I'm excited. Maybe I can make it there as big as the whole thing. And then bam, take it away. Ha ha ha, I'm learning tricks. Sneaky peeky. So yeah, my fur assistant exactly is like super manager checking the quality of things. So that medallion is about halfway done production now. Should be ready to go right away. I've been assessing, and let's touch on the tariff thing for a minute before I got to switch over to the other stream, and I'll show you guys one more thing on the way out. The tariff thing, there's a lot more paperwork, a little bit more pain in the butt. I've sent a couple sample packages out just to make sure things can still cross the border. That seems to still be the case. There are delays, and it's at this point not costing too much more. So the cost I'm absorbing for just the extra brokerage type fees. So you guys don't have to worry about things costing you extra at this point. And it looks like everything's still functioning. I wanted to make sure, obviously, that was going to be the case before we started sending Medallion Club stuff. I can't really send things by Canada Post because their whole tariff system is disastrous. So there's that. But thankfully I have other options. My normal option of sending it by DYK seems to still be working. So peace of mind for the end of the month. That hopefully should work. The stickers are starting to arrive, which I did have to send by Canada Post through letter mail. It seemed like it was okay. So fingers and toes and everything crossed. The only thing that seems to be tariffed is briars. So sending briars across, as long as they're not massively customized. So yeah, that's the thing. We need a ghost pony. I agree. This is the medallion for the October club. Yes. So that'll be the one that'll be shipping right at the beginning of October, end of September, first days of October kind of idea. So we have 2 weeks. So I'll be peeking that officially on the website over the next couple weeks. I gave you the biggest peek probably though, because the eye is the key to the soul. So yeah, that's the thing. All right. Hi, Bobby. How's it going? Say hi to your chickies for me. Yeah, brain. It's been a week. I'm going to transition over to the members stream. We're going to hang out and do art stuff. So I'm going to let you guys go for now. But I did want to show you something that I came up with because I can't help myself. Oops. It's just on my iPad, so bear with me for a second as I mess with the color a little bit. So my key phrase on the way out seems to be "don't feed the trolls," and the trolls have gotten particularly nasty, it seems like, over the last little while. This last week's been reasonably hard, and I don't classify the trolls as any specific anything necessarily. There's people that troll the chat and troll my streams and are just generally not pleasant. So that's kind of my general idea of it. And everybody has their own experience with trolls online and otherwise. So it's kind of fun. But I keep visualizing things and my brain can't not draw stuff. So I ended up drawing, let's see, this one. Let me see, where did he go? Trolley, trolley. Trolley, oh. Oops. There we go. This one. I had to draw a trolley pony. So when I said don't feed the trolls, now you have a visual because that thing's fat and it looks like it would bite. Look at it. It's got a snagger tooth. You can't see. And it's funny because as I was drawing it, I was thinking about the grumble puff idea. So Bumblebutt is a grumble puff. And that's kind of in the lore that I created what he is. He's a fuzzbee, which is a different variety of grumble puff. But grumble puffs can also be crazy and just miserable. So there's the sketch up in the corner. I was having lots of fun with it. I did come up with another sketch, I think. Turn off trolley 2, turn on trolley 1. Oops. Breaking things. This one. Nope. This one. It's always hard. And this guy's really cute too, but the other one is just too perfect. So there was also that sketch. He's a little bit more sassy. He's got his little foot up. He's like, I'm gonna kick you. So yeah, super funny. He was just too cute. This one was way more apt of like miserable swamp creature. So on that note, I'm going to head over to the members stream. So if you're a member, I'll send out the link with the stuff on it right now. We're running a little late, but that's okay. And I will see you guys in a couple minutes. But I needed to give you guys the visual because I can't help myself. I also started drawing the snow ponies. So that's a thing. I'm hopefully going to make it happen for Christmas. So we'll see how that goes. But anyways, I love you guys. I'll be posting more peeks. Probably I'll start next stream because that'll be really close to when the club starts doing its thing. So next weekend is the 21st. Yeah, I'll give you another one for the next stream. We might have an event we're going to, but we should be back home on Sunday. If not, I'll try and pre-record so you have something. All right. Love you guys. Don't feed those trolls. Those grumble puffs. They are. Woo. All right. Love you guys. Sending good vibes. Love. All the things for hard times and crazy world. I will see you next time. Love you. As the dog destroys the world.